Before you do anything else, I need you to do one thing. Just one. Place your hand on your chest. Breathe. And whisper, even if no one is around to hear you, I am here. Did something soften when you said that? A small, almost invisible release somewhere in the center of you. If it did, write in the comments before you watch another second. I heard it. Not as a comment, as a confirmation. Your conscious mind finally catching up to what your soul has known for a very long time. I need to say something that might feel uncomfortable, and I am going to say it anyway because you deserve honesty more than you deserve comfort right now. You did not find this video. This video found you. And the distance between those two statements contains everything that matters about why you are still here, still watching, still feeling that quiet thing in your chest that you cannot quite name. There are no accidents in the architecture of a soul's journey. Long before you had a body, before you had a name, before you had any of the wounds you currently carry as your story, the deepest part of you arranged specific moments in your upcoming life. Moments where something would arrive, a song, a word, a video, just enough to wake you up. Not completely, just enough. Just enough to remind you, in the middle of all the forgetting, of who you actually are. Some souls arrange one of these moments for an entire lifetime. Some arrange many. For moments of grief, when the soul knew it would need proof that continuing was worth it. For moments of decision, when it knew a sign would be needed before choosing the path that changes everything. And some souls, the brave ones, the ones who came here during a time of great change, arranged these moments for the exact day their conscious mind would finally be ready to remember why they came. Today is one of those moments. This video is one of those moments. The reason you are still here, still receiving, is because something in you recognizes the sound of an appointment you made long before you had a body to make it with. Across decades of deep hypnosis sessions with thousands of people from every walk of life, the same pattern emerged so consistently it stopped being surprising. Clients described, in their own words and from their own angles, a force they discovered underneath everything else. Underneath every fear, every identity, every wound. A force that was not something they had to build or earn or manufacture. It was something they had been blocking without knowing it. That force has 4 faces. They are miracles, faith, gratitude, and love. A miracle happens when you stop standing between yourself and what was always trying to reach you. It has been on its way for years. The only thing between you and it is a belief, buried so deep you may not even recognize it as a belief, that you are somehow not worthy of its arrival. That belief formed in a moment when being small kept you safe. The smallness served you then, but it has been the dam ever since, and the water has been pressing against it your whole life. The moment your certainty about your own unworthiness softens, even 1 degree, the dam begins to crack. The water begins to move. Faith is the willingness to keep walking when you cannot see where you are going. That is the whole definition. The universe responds to the quiet, brave act of a soul taking one more step in the direction of its own becoming, even when nothing is guaranteed, even when everything suggests stopping. The steps you have taken, especially the invisible ones, especially the ones no one saw, those were the most spiritually significant actions of your life. Because you took them despite everything. The bridge was being built beneath your feet the whole time, 1 plank ahead of you, never visible before you stepped. That is how it has always worked. That is how it is working right now. Gratitude, at its deepest level, is the language the soul speaks when it finally sees the whole picture. The hard marriage that taught real love, the loss that redirected the path, the painful season that turned out to be the exact curriculum the soul had requested. You may not be able to feel this yet. That is fine. The work is simply to allow for the possibility that nothing in your life has been a mistake, that the architecture of your suffering was the scaffolding of your becoming. If even 1 second of openness to that idea entered you just now, the force has already begun to move. And love, not the version we have been sold, the kind that is the actual substance out of which everything is made, the kind you are built from, underneath every layer of forgetting. The people you have loved who are no longer here are not gone. They are closer than you know, in a frequency that becomes more perceptible the more you allow yourself to believe it. You are not alone. You have never been alone. The hardest moments of your life were witnessed by more love than you knew how to receive at the time. Here is something worth sitting with. Every prayer you have whispered in the dark over the past years has been heard. It has been answered. The answers have been arriving. And part of you has been setting them aside because they did not look like what you expected. A song that played at the right moment. A stranger who said the right thing. A feeling you dismissed. A dream you filed away. The signs were never absent. You were simply looking for them in a shape you had already decided they should take. This video is one of the answers. The quiet thing in your chest right now is one of the answers. And the version of you that has been waiting for someone to finally see them, that version is, in this exact moment, being seen. If you have made it this far, please do not minimize that. Most people do not. The fact that you are still here is the evidence that the appointment was real, that the alarm was set, that what is happening right now is happening exactly as the deepest part of you designed it. Tonight, before you sleep, do something simple. Sit somewhere quiet, palms open in your lap. Speak out loud, with whatever sincerity you can gather. I acknowledge that I am loved more deeply than I have allowed myself to feel. Then place your hand over your heart and welcome each of the 4 forces in, one breath at a time. Then go silent for a few minutes. Not to ask for anything, just to listen, like a soul that has been waiting a long time for someone to finally get quiet enough to hear it. Release whatever you have been carrying that belongs to an older version of you. Thank the moment, then sleep and let the integration happen in the quiet that follows. In the days ahead, pay attention to who reaches out, to what arrives in your mind without warning, to the small, soft, almost invisible confirmations that will begin appearing with greater frequency because you have finally agreed to receive them. You are not failing. You are not lost. You are a soul on assignment, doing invisible work that matters more than any external achievement ever could. And today, something in the structure of your life shifted. Not because of the date, because of what you allowed in, because of the appointment you kept. Write in the comments before you do anything else. Everything is being given to me. 5 words, a declaration, a seal on what just happened. You did not find this video. This video found you. And what comes next is exactly what you came here for.